What's going on, Vikings fans? Thanks to our friends at Microsoft Teams, we bring in one of the leaders of the Vikings offensive line. It's Brian O'Neill. What's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Pretty good, man. I've been watching you this year, and you are having quite the season for the Minnesota Vikings. What's kind of been the biggest change from going from year one, when you're a rookie, playing at that right tackle spot? Now it seems like you're just handling guys out there. What's been the biggest difference for you?
I wouldn't say I'm handling guys. I'm just trying to get a better grip of the offense and try to, improve some technical stuff and try to get better every week. I think that's something that's kind of lost in the NFL these days, is being able to try to continuously improve week after week. A lot of guys, the mindset is just try to get to the game on Sunday, but there's still definitely room for improvement and ways that, we can try to get better as individuals and as a group throughout the week. And I'm having fun. That's like the biggest part. It's been a fun group. It's been a fun group of guys to work with. Great coaching staff. It's enjoyable to be around everybody who's here.
Watching you play this year, you've been going up against quite the competition. You go up against a guy like J.J. Watt one week, then you look up and you see Khalil Mack. Do you ever look up at some of these guys and be like, damn, I got to do this all day, man?
Sometimes. I think it was more of a shock factor at first in like my first year or last year, being like, oh, here's another one, and then another guy. And, but the more you're around, the more you realize they're all good players and they're all great players, and you're going to see them every week. And the more you can just treat it like a football game and try not to let the last name beat you, is something Riley always tells me, is they make them actually beat you. Don't beat yourself and don't do anything different than you normally would, no matter if it's a big name or a rookie or whoever it is. You got to go out and they got to earn they put on the same helmet we do. So I get to go out and battle them every week.
Who's been the most fun guy to go up against? Who's the guy you're like, damn, it's so fun to just block this guy and be like, I'm winning this battle today.
I would say the guys who can have fun and like kind of talk a little bit back and forth, friendly chatter, we might call it. The guys who are able to have fun and talk a little bit of trash without taking it personal. They know it's a game and they know they're trying to help their team win as much as I am. So I like playing against guys who will go back and forth a little bit, not chippy, but not afraid to exchange a few words. I like that aspect of the game.
Speaking of friendly chatter, give us an example of that. I want to hear what is J.J. Watt saying to you when you're blocking him? Is he going back and forth with you, saying something about giving you some trash talk, or it's all respect out there? Like who's the guy that's like, give me an example?
Akeem Hicks talks a lot.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, he talks a lot. He's really talented. He's a really good player, and he has fun out there, and we're always going to have a battle against guys like that. J.J. Watt didn't talk that much.
That's shocking.
A couple of the other Texans did. I did a mic'd up against the Texans. And
what happened? What's up? What y'all talking about over there? How to block you? Yeah.
There was a little bit you saw from some linebackers on there. So it's all fun. I like having a little bit of fun out there.
Yeah, I was watching your mic'd up, and a lot of Vikings fans think you're a quiet guy, but talking to some of your teammates, they say you're a loud guy. So I think Vikings fans got to see a little bit of that in that mic'd up segment with Vikings.com and our crew. So kind of some of the big plays, like you see Dalvin Cook break a play, you see Justin Jefferson beat a guy, and you're going up to those guys and you're like, damn, Dalvin, they can't tackle you. Justin, they can't guard you.
Dalvin, great run. Great run. They can't tackle you. Can't guard you. Can't guard you.
Describe that relationship with those playmakers, because you're blocking for the pass rush, and then you're going up and you're hyping your guys up. So what's the relationship like with you and the playmakers on this team?
I think it's the same as it is with all the other guys on this team. I think we're a really close-knit group. We've spent every single day together since like July 20th. So you got to enjoy the company you're around every day. And we have a great group on offense. We have a great group on defense. Our locker room's really tight. They do a great job of bringing in good people here and guys that want to buy in and, work hard for each other and fight for each other. And we have that. And, Dalvin and Justin are just, two more examples of guys that will do that. They're going to bring their A game every week. So you can't be slacking off if you got guys like that on the outside. So they're definitely a fun group to play with.
In this stretch, the Vikings offense seems like it has like a different kind of confidence. The stretch as of late, the last 5 games. And obviously against the Carolina Panthers, you guys go on that drive at the end of the game and you go right down the field and score that game-winning touchdown. What was the vibe like in the huddle? Was Kirk like on another level? Did he get in that mode that we've seen him in when he's feeling confident? Like, bring us in the huddle? What was that like?
Well, first off, I don't think Kirk gets enough, credit for everything he does for our offense, for everything he does for our team. And you watch those last, 2 scoring drives we had last week. That was all on him. And I don't think that's pointed out enough or brought up enough how elite he is and how elite he has been for us, and will continue to be. And he's our leader. He keeps everybody calm. You see how focused he is in the huddle, and there's no panic. There's no, oh crap. There's no, we got to do this. We got to win right now. He knows exactly how to do it, and what it's going to take. And he's calm, and it allows everybody else to be calm and understand, what gives us the best chance to have success. And, with 8 calling the shots back there in a 2-minute drive like that, I'm extremely confident in him, as long as we can hold up enough for him to have some time back there.
Does he ever say anything in the huddle where you're just like, wow, this is our drive. Like, we're going to score on this drive. Like, give us an example of something he says in the huddle. You're like, wow, he's in that zone today.
There was nothing in particular this last week that he said, but I think it's just the fact that there's no change in him. Obviously, he understands the situation. We all understand the situation of, hey, it's do or die right now to score on this drive. And the thing that I think we all respect about him the most is his ability to block out the, outside circumstances and focus in on, okay, how do we gain yards on this play? What is the best way for us to gain yards on this play to give ourselves a chance? And being able to stay in the present, and his ability to keep all of us in the present and not worried about what else is going on, is a really great leadership quality that he has, and we see it time and time again.
Obviously, he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week this week. Obviously, a great honor for you guys, and that's definitely a tribute to yourself as well. I was going through some YouTube videos of you, and something that comes up when you go on YouTube and search your name is Fat Guy Touchdowns. And I was looking at some of these pits. First of all, I don't think you're fat, so I don't know why that comes up.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, but some of these plays at Pittsburgh when you were in college, you have an athletic ability as an offensive lineman that is very unique. So talk us through some of these touchdowns that you had back in college. And do you ever say, hey, Gary Kubiak, put me in on the offensive side of the ball where I can catch a ball?
Well, I'm definitely not asking our coaches for that. I got enough problems trying to do my job and what I'm already asked to do. I got to do that better before I'm knocking on the door for some O-lineman trick plays. But back in college, it was fun. We had a really creative offensive coordinator at the time, Matt Canada. He's now the quarterback's coach for the Steelers. Right. And he did a great job with our offense that year. And we were able to have some fun with it. And it was cool. It was a fun experience, but I definitely don't ever expect it again. And I'm more worried about, trying to block those guys that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's for sure. When you see a guy like Dalvin Cook run past you when you're run blocking, is there something that separates him from other players out there? Do you see him and you're like, man, this guy's unique?
All the time. I mean, just the way he runs through people, runs around people, his elusiveness, his electricity, his willingness to be a great teammate. Because he is a great teammate. He's a great leader on our team. He's great in the locker room. Everybody loves him. He's just like a role model in what he does and how he prepares to play a game and how he plays the game. He has so much fun and joy when he plays, and he's competitive as all get out, and he's not going to back down from anybody. He's going to stand, toe-to-toe, chin-to-chin, and swing his best shot, and he doesn't care about the result. And I think that's something we can all learn from is, hey, no matter what, we know Four is going to be running back there, running his tail off really hard, and he's not going to back down, so neither can we.
The guy next to you, Ezra Cleveland, I know he's missed the past few games with that ankle injury, but what kind of impact has he had on the offensive line? I think when the two of you are out there run blocking and pass blocking, it's tough to get by you. So what kind of impact has he had on the group? I know you guys are all close-knit.
He's a great player. It's fun to have a young guy who really cares that much. We had one last year with Garrett as a rookie. I think I'd like to care. When I was a rookie, I thought I cared a lot. But he really cares, and it's important to him that we can rely on him. And that's something I really respect as a young guy coming in is, he wants a lot of responsibility, and he wants us to be able to trust him, and we do. and he studies hard, he prepares hard, he has fun at practice, he has fun in the locker room. It's really cool to see his development from training camp in the early weeks in terms of being Ezra the person. Yeah. He's a lot more comfortable with us. He talks a little bit more. He cracks a little bit more jokes. You get to see his sense of humor a little bit. So it's fun to see him comfortable because he's a great player and he's going to be here for a long time. And I'm really excited about his future and how far he's grown so much this year.
The guy in the middle, Garrett Bradbury, I know you're close with him as well. What does it mean to kind of come up with these guys? You guys are all like around the same age, a couple of years apart, but what's it like coming up with him? I know you guys have a great bond, and we had you on with Kirk last year, and you guys were, you might have to have your own show on the Vikings Entertainment Network because you guys are great together. Just let us know whenever that happens. But
maybe me and Garrett will take over 96 Questions one day.
I know. What do we do? Why are we wasting time here? Come on, man.
No, I have a great relationship with Garrett.
No. Let's rock today.
It's fun to be able to come in, similar time. He's actually older than me, even though I've been here for a year longer. We're really close. I have unbelievable amount of trust in Garrett. No matter whatever happens, we're going to get up to the line. He's going to put us in the right spot. I'll defer to him more times than not. Instead of, making my own opinion, I'll ask Garrett just because I know he's got it going on with the X's and O's, and he does a great job with Kirk and kind of leading our whole offensive line. Pretty much everything we do runs through him and what he calls, and he's putting us in the right places. And I think you've seen the improvement he made from year 1 to year 2 so far, and it's only going to get better just knowing the guy he is and how hard he works. He's going to be an elite center in the league for a long time. I believe it just because I know how he works and I know what he's capable of, and love playing with him. Love playing with them both.
100%. And last thing, I want to ask you about the My Cause, My Cleats initiative. You guys really show love to all these different organizations. For you, it's Autism Delaware, I believe. So tell us about that initiative and what it means to you.
So last year I did Autism Speaks, like a national organization. Yeah. My rookie year I did Special Olympics, and this year I did Autism Delaware. It's a little more focused for me. I have a 31-year-old sister with autism, very low functioning, and among other disabilities. And Autism Delaware is a great organization in my hometown that helps a lot of families with resources for care, education, a bunch of different resources in order to help the families of people who have autism and help them grow and be able to have better lives. And I just wanted to share some light on that organization because they do a lot of great things for people in my hometown. So it's pretty cool.
Dude, that's awesome. And before I let you go, what would it mean for you to make a Pro Bowl? Like you haven't gotten that type of recognition yet. A lot of people think you deserve it. What would it mean to you to make that this year?
Obviously everybody has individual goals. That's one of mine, but hopefully I'll have a long enough career to where I'll be able to get there eventually. But it wouldn't mean as much as winning these next couple games and making a playoff run. I'll tell you that it wouldn't even come close. I'd rather win these next couple games, to be honest, and just keep rolling and keep getting better as a group. I think it would mean more to me and more to our O-line if we were able to get Dalvin the rushing title. I think that would mean a lot more, significantly more. Same with making the playoffs. So that's cool. If the individual stuff comes, hopefully I'll play long enough to be able to wear their come, but I don't really care, to be honest.
5-6. What's your expectations going forward here with these next couple games? Every game's a playoff game at this point.
Absolutely. My expectation is, come out and play the best possible game we can this Sunday against the Jacksonville Jaguars, because that's the only one that matters. And being able to go out there and play hard and play physical and hopefully get a win, that's at the top of all of our lists.
Awesome, Brian. Well, thanks. You got a good thing going this season. We appreciate you taking the time, and man, I can't wait till we're able to actually interact with you guys in person when all this stuff is over.
I know. It'll be great.
All right, man.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.